You what judo is all about. We're going to start with a formal bow in. While we're warming up, I will explain some of the history of judo. Pardon this brief interlude. Say something. Great. Warm-ups. We start every practice out with a formal bow in. This signifies being ready to take the experience of combat. It also does a mystical thing to your mind called preparation for sacralized time, which means you are now in another universe. We do warm-ups by basically firing all the major muscle groups and stretching. Now everything is abbreviated for this for your convenience and for sensei learning. Judo was a child of Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu was formed during the years of the 1600s in Japan, which was the time of sword fighting in Japan. The ninjas and the sword fighters of Japan always get in close. Eventually, fighting is a matter of distance. Eventually, you get close, you have to take the guy down, stab him with your tanto blade. Judo comes from that because in 1882, a gentleman who is an engineer and a physical educator recognized that too many people were being injured playing jiu-jitsu. So he took some of the really precarious joint locks, finger locks, ankle locks, knee locks out of the sport. He left arm locks in and designed a way to fall safely. Because in martial arts, the only way you ever learn is to lose. If you lose and get injured, you're spending more time healing than studying. So he eliminated that event, made it so that you can lose and get up and learn and come back and practice and train. This is called Zenpo Kaiten. This is falling weights. This is the big invention that came out of Jigoro Kano in 1882. Because this learned how to take the ball safely, get up, lose the match, and go back and be able to train. The idea is that you slap, take 80% of the impact of your slap on your fall, and the other 20% of the impact is disseminated on your body from your armpit to your big toe. Also, you'll notice that these athletes that have experience are landing in an on-balance position so they can continue to fight, just like Sensei Pete did, continue to fight on the ground. After we do these warm-ups, we do a thing called uchi komi, which means practice, attack, and standing position, because all fighting starts out standing. There are several basic styles of practicing your attack. The first one is a forward technique called suri komi, where you lift, pull, and enter to pick your opponent up and dash him on the ground. Now, bear in mind, all cases, this is a very effective form of combat because people who do not know how to fall, once they get inside that centrifugal force of the throw, they become disoriented. It's very much like being lost in a ship that's sinking. There's no right thing to do. So we practice this with great sagacity and we practice it with great care. We work both the left side and the right side of the body. At the end of the throw comes newaza or grappling technique. So if a throw is completed, like Sensei Pete's going to do on rock here, he ends up in a position to pin his opponent on the ground and render him defeated. A pin is the last 20 seconds in modern judo. It was 30 seconds when I was playing. It's a long time to be under control. A pin is always an avenue. A throw is an avenue to a pin. A pin is an avenue to submission techniques. Now, submission techniques are one of three things. Either a joint lock on the elbow, which would be called Wakigatami, which is a straight block, it takes 7 pounds of pressure to dislocate the elbow once it's hyperextended. It's a very easy thing to break a person's arm if you get them in a position where they're vulnerable. You also have a coiled arm block, which is called an udegarami, which is a coiled arm block where you coil the arm and separate the elbow. Also, we have chokehold, which is, there are 2 types of chokeholds. There is an air choke where you crush the trachea and prevent the air from getting to the lungs. It's basically a pain choke because it hurts really bad. And then we have blood chokes where you drag the gi or the side of the arm and crush the carotid artery. Now, a computer won't work if you pull the plug on it. The human brain is a computer. So what we do is we imagine our oxygenated blood as electricity. We pull the plug on the computer, shut off the flow of blood to the brain, and it does go to sleep. It's a matter of a few seconds, and the person is rendered helpless. So judo is a full contact sport that can be played safely and can lead into other styles of fighting. If you watch a referee in boxing, you will see that a referee in boxing creates distance so that the athletes can apply their techniques. In judo, a referee makes sure that they stay close together. If you are in a combative situation and you are using striking techniques, there's about a 99% chance that you're going to end up in a clinch. That's where judo begins, and that's why we play judo. We practice our striking by doing gripping drills. If you guys want to show some gripping drills, you will see the practical application of striking actually being done backwards. These gentlemen are UF students. They are now grappling with each other to get an advantageous grip at one time or another. When one of these big tall guys gets an advantageous grip, a throw will culminate the activity. If you look at the distance between the athletes, they're exactly the same as boxers that are doing punching. So you're actually punching a person when you're doing grips. Only thing is, you're not damaging the central nervous system, and it won't make you any dumb like judo. You just have to be kind of dumb to start with first. So, do we have any questions from anybody here? No questions. All you guys are promoted to Yonku. Since you have no questions, you all are promoted to Batsukan, to Yonku. You may now wear a yellow belt. We invite you to come and celebrate judo at Hajime Dojo. We are open on Saturdays from 10 till noon. We are open Tuesday night from 6 until 8. And we have a Thursday night advanced class where you come in, warm up, bow in, and we have a great punch out. It's just lovely. If you like contact sports, judo may be the thing for you. We also have at this moment a ceremony that is rarely observed by the outside audience. We are promoting one of our really fun terms for you. It's called Batsukan. It means that we are promoting this student not by how well he jumps around in his pajamas, but by how well he performs his art and how diligently he has dedicated himself to the sport of judo. Sensei Pete, please take over.
Thank you. Rock. Floor, please. This man's been a vital part of our program since day one. He hasn't missed but maybe a couple practices in all the years he's been with us. Right now, he's second Q. Today, we're going to go ahead and promote him to brown belt, first degree, EQ.
Now the fun part of the fun part of a promotion is the guy that gets promoted has to be thrown by everybody in the dojo. So if you guys want to line up, you can all have a crack at Sensei Rock, starting with you, Sensei. Can you imagine being 24 years old being thrown by a 6-year-old? You will see that. Soto guard, major outer reach. Harai goch, major hip throw. Hayatoshi. Mel was with the, is an international player and has been with the world team. This is Wayne. Remember his face. You'll see him in the newspapers soon. This is our man Gavin. Gavin has a short span of attention, but a great OE guard. Major inner reach. This is runner-up on state champion in the Sunshine Games, Sebastian. He did Tomoe Nagi. You may recognize that throw. That's the throw John Wayne won the West with. This is Cody. Cody did major outer reaching. This is Foster Grant. He did major outer reaching. This is Little Pinky, and she has stolen my heart and made me a pile of love. That's everybody get Pinky. This is Miss Gabby. I have no idea why they call her Miss Gabby. This is our new man, Mr. P. This is our new black belt that just moved in from the Bronx. AJ does O-Ichigari. That's called Makikomi technique, where you come down and smash the guy. This is K-Dog, also known as Kevin. That was a foot sweep. That's his favorite technique. And this is the oldest judoka in Florida. This is Sensei Carl. All right. We appreciate you.